Oh, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we have another stock market video where today one of the most highly anticipated earnings reports was going to be AMD Advanced Micro Devices, and they've been a really hot stock this entire year. Obviously you can see in the last 3 months they're up around 16%. In the last year they're up 138%. This is a company that a lot of people are excited about. They're kind of the new up and coming on the rise tech company where they're starting to take away market share from companies like Intel, who have been the long giant for years and years and years. And they've just been really hot. They've been doing a lot of great things. People are very excited about them. They make great products at a great price. And yeah, people are excited about them. So their earnings was obviously going to be a big deal. Their earnings were actually projected or expected to be today after hours. Today is October 27th. It is Tuesday, but it turns out their earnings actually got released before market hours today, and they actually did beat. They had an estimated of 35 cents per share, and their actual came out at around 41 cents per share. Year over year, they're up on total revenue. They're up on earnings, and they gave a favorable outlook into the future for the company. So a lot of things pointing to good signs, but obviously the stock has a lot of future growth and everything priced in. They have a high price earnings ratio. They've been very hyped up, and part of that is people are expecting continual growth in the future. So just because they beat earnings, just because they had a favorable outcome, doesn't necessarily mean the stock's going to go up, and we've been seeing that kind of recently. Same thing with Chegg yesterday, where they're actually continuing to bleed a little bit today, which is not fun, but it happens. Earnings are very weird. They're very hard to play. You never know what's going to happen. So AMD, they did give a favorable outlook to the future this morning, and they did beat their earnings pretty significantly. But again, they are down 3.61% so far today. We are about an hour into trading. So that's pretty crazy. But also the big news is that they announced that they're going to be buying Xlnx, which this could also be a big part of why they're down, for $35 billion in an all-stock purchase. So in this, again, they're going to be paying $35 billion for it. I believe it comes out to 1.7234 shares of AMD, which at the time of this article meant about $143 per share of Xlnx. And this stock has actually been going up, which is really nice for anyone who owns that. I don't know why it won't pull up. I'm trying to click on it. Okay. Anyway, that stock is sitting around $125 right now. Hold on, we're going to try and refresh this page real quick. This stock is sitting like around $125 right now because obviously as the AMD stock goes down, it's going to mean that the stock that Xlnx holders are getting is going to be worth less. So at the time of this article writing, it was about 143, but obviously if people think that AMD is going to continue to go down, then the shares of Xlnx are going to continue to go down as well. But they're still up 9% on the day. You can see this huge jump up where they were trading around 115 before. People have seen a nice little bump for them. That is very exciting for them. Obviously getting a buyout and getting shares of a company that's really big, doing really well right now, especially if they believe in their product. But AMD definitely thinks that this is a good acquisition. They're obviously using their inflated stock prices right now. Their huge run up, they're using all of that money as leverage to continue to buy stuff. It does suck a little bit for AMD shareholders. Obviously their shares are going to be diluted, and that's probably why we're seeing a little bit of the downtrend. We're seeing an overall downtrend just in tech in general right now, so it's not really surprising. But another reason is obviously because their shares are getting diluted. AMD expects the deal will close by the end of 2021, the end of the calendar year. They expect the deal to generate operational efficiencies of about $300 million within the first 18 months, which is really exciting. Obviously, they think it is, there's a part in here where they say they think it's going to help increase margins, earnings per share, and free cash flow, and anticipates the deal will close by the end of 2021. Again, that is very exciting. The company delivered adjusted earnings per share of 41 cents on $2.8 billion in revenue, up from 18 cents and 1.8 billion in revenue a year earlier. And again, the analyst expectation was 35 cents on 2.56 billion in revenue. So they did beat that by a significant margin. That is a nice little upbeat for AMD again. They are performing really well. There's a lot of stuff to be excited about. Definitely people have mixed feelings about this Xlnx deal. However, again, they are throwing a lot of money around. $35 billion is obviously a huge amount of money, and if it goes well, this could be really good for AMD, and they can continue to dominate the market in more and more products. They can get more and more market share. They can have a lot of different things going on, but there are obviously big concerns if AMD is outstretching themselves, trying to get into too many different markets, too many different products too quickly. and if that's going to maybe, if they put some more resources into one product, if it's going to take away from something else, or if they're just going to come out with a bunch of mediocre stuff, and not be this little like market, doing really, really good research and development and continuing to innovate in the market and continue to grow, put out new products, but also at amazing price points, which has been one of the huge appeals of AMD. Again, I have shares of AMD. I got them at like $50, $55. So I'm still going to be holding, even though I'm a little bit worried this is going to continue dropping. Hopefully we found a bottom here. It seems like we're rebounding a little bit, but through the day, anything could happen. We may see a continual downtrend for the rest of the day. I don't think AMD is a necessarily huge buy right now. Again, the shares are diluted. It's going to probably drop a little bit. They're going to continue to fall a little bit. Obviously, none of this is financial advice or anything. I'm not making recommendations. I'm just kind of documenting my thoughts for educational and entertainment purposes, just kind of talking about what I'm thinking about the stock market. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a huge buy right now. I'm definitely holding my shares. I'm definitely really, really excited about this company in years to come. But throughout the course of 2020 into 2021, some analysts are projecting a little bit of a slowdown for AMD, especially tech in general. Who knows what's going to happen with the election, with the coronavirus? Is the corona economy real? Is this new market where all these tech companies are going to be able to continue to thrive? Or are we eventually going to feel the effects of increased unemployment and all the craziness that's going on? Are people going to continue to have all this money to spend and buy these new tech products with? It'll be interesting to see. Also, stimulus talks are always going to be a thing. But yeah, a lot of craziness going on. But I just did think this was really, really interesting that AMD was supposed to give their earnings after hours, but they actually came out pre-market. So getting this video out to you guys just in case you missed that. And the really, really big deal that AMD was able to acquire. I'm pretty excited about it. I do like when companies use their money, use their stock prices to try and continue to innovate and continue to try and push and grow themselves. I do understand the risks of potentially outstretching themselves or trying to do too much. But people are really happy with Lisa Su recently. She's been doing an amazing job. Obviously, shareholders are very, very happy with her. She's been making good deals, been making good calls with everything. But obviously tech as a whole has been doing well, so maybe it hasn't been too difficult. But again, AMD's been absolutely killing it. I am excited about them, holding them into the future. I think their price could be a little bit inflated right now. I am prepared to see a little bit of a drop. But I think in the next 2, 5, 10 years that AMD is going to be a really big staple company in the tech industry. And again, I own their products. I own their stock. I'm a big fan of them. They're a company I'm going to continue to root for and want to support. But they are down a little bit after their earnings today, so it's something to keep an eye out for. That's pretty much it for this video today, guys. If you enjoyed it, definitely drop a like. Leave a comment down below. Are you buying AMD right now? Are you holding? Are you selling? What is your plans for the future with AMD? And what do you think about this Xlnx deal for $35 billion? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Whatever. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to update on the latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.